Yo, is this shit? I think it's on. It's live. Okay. Looks like it's recording. Um Hello everyone. My name is Jimmy, or if you know me closely, Jimbo. On Twitch I am blowpipe_OSRS, and welcome to the first pre-episode of Piping with Jimbo. This is a live pre-recording, so obviously I won't be able to respond to anything per se, but I'm mainly creating this video and this audio um, to sort of explain the purpose of piping with Jimbo, and be able to give a little bit of a lens into what I have to offer in the future. First and foremost, though, I want to thank Sebe and his podcast. I'm a huge fan. I think he has certainly inspired me to come up with this idea, to kind of plan it out. I haven't really been able to, flush it out. I think to its full form just quite yet. And I think as the channel as the podcast grows, as I sort of start to bring on more and more people, and I get a little bit more comfortable with, what it is I'd like to talk about. I think I could certainly offer a platform to interview and to learn about speedrunners of various sorts from places like Chambers, Tob, Inferno, Sepulcher, and things of that nature. A little bit about myself. I started playing about 2 years ago. And I think I want to say I was watching someone like Mog Time, and then I watched Bodhi, and I remembered Bodhi from back when I was like really, really young, and I was playing RuneScape, and I was like, oh, cool. Let me watch this YouTube video. Watched a YouTube video, found the Twitch link, came onto Twitch, saw a few people. I was like, wow, this is awesome, and decided to give old school a try. I'd played RuneScape 3 previously, had maxed on there, was kind of a skiller Andy, but decided to make the jump to old school 2 years ago. And since then, I've been working on my main quite a bit. It's been pretty close to max for a really long time. Done a lot of theater on there, a lot of chambers, a lot of Inferno. I've also created this Iron Man. Shout out to all the Iron Men. I've had quite a bit of fun with this. I really kind of was pushed into doing things I wouldn't normally do, like farm runs, herb runs, skilling for, I guess, a bigger purpose than just maxing, right? Like skilling to attain items. Definitely cool things, something that I never really did while I was on the main. Kind of was just trying to get to the end. It gave like a definitely a unique perspective on speedrunning with what I would consider like shit gear, right? Or not max gear or not ideal gear. But the idea of this podcast is to essentially cover speedrunning and speedrunning of all sorts, in different shapes and sizes, different teams. People who do like trio top, 4-man top, 5-man top, and things of that nature. Being able to learn from them, what kind of motivates them, what they hope, will come maybe in raids 3, what they have enjoyed speedrunning, what kind of brick walls they faced, things about their accomplishments, and kind of moving from that to get to know them as a person as well. I think a lot of the time you're impressed so much by the person's achievements that you don't really get to time, take the time to get to know that person. And in doing so, I kind of want to introduce like a rapid fire component where it's like just like rapid fire questions, like what's your favorite meal? What do you do for fun? Like, things of that nature. Um, Obviously, I'm not entirely sure what else I really have planned to say. For myself, for example, I particularly only speedrun the Inferno. A lot of people motivated me into getting into that. I started, maybe, what is it? It's May. It's early May right now, 2021. I want to say maybe like 8 months ago. I kind of started trying to go fast. I think I had like a 90-minute PB, and I think my current PB is like a 53:51. And I never thought in my life that I would have a sub 60 Inferno. But here I am, and the journey has been certainly annoying. A lot of people have spent hours and hours turtle skipping. A lot of people, including myself, have died turtle skipping. I may or may not have lost a really big stack of chins, but at least I didn't lose like 40,000 like my homie Donuts did. But I want to first give a few shout outs to Rebo, my boy Sons, Uncle, Mez. Those guys have always been there for me in terms of pushing me to stream, pushing me to work on my craft. And without them, I don't feel like I would be even in a position where like I could, I would want to do this podcast. So big ups to them. Um, but yeah, so like I don't know, I enjoy the Inferno. I think it was definitely the hardest content in the game for me to learn, and I think for most people too. I see a lot of first capers sort of give their first attempts, and it is awesome to see them continue to get better, right? And it's awesome. They take advice, they make mistakes. They have to restart. That's okay, right? And then it's awesome to kind of see that progress. I love being able to like pick the brains too of people who are like much better than me. People like Addy, people like Neen, people like Adwam, who are all incredibly accessible. Um, but that's kind of all I really have. I'm not entirely sure what I really else want to cover. Kind of wanted to bring out a little short little introduction to the series. See if there was any feedback or any kind of component really wanted to see specifically. But yeah, that's all I have for you. And stay tuned. I hope to be providing some content later this week pertaining to our first guest. And I think you will certainly enjoy it.